Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up, what up? What is going down, everybody? We got another draft going down, and we already in round 15 here. There we go. Sorry, I was trying to, I was showcasing some of these orphan teams that need a new home, and so that's why I was late. Had a few people message me on Facebook. I wanted to send them all those teams now instead of like making them wait a few hours, and then who knows, maybe they don't even fucking respond after that. All right, so here we go. Smoke a bowl. I got some Jack Herrera here. Let's see who's up in here. Thanks for being patient, guys. The roll. What up? Jamie in the house. All right, we'll see you after that episode. There you go. Robert in the house. TJ in the house. Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. What up? What up? Nick Von B on YouTube. On Facebook. What up? What up? It's going down. All right. Toyota One in the house. What up? Let's smoke it up, my brother. Yes. Moni in the house. Hey, Moni. Hey, appreciate you for signing up, my brother. Yes, sir. Moni joined the 420 crew on Patreon. One of the new producers of the show. Appreciate you. Ghost Monkey in the house. What up? What up? All right. Hopefully my computer doesn't freeze here. I'm trying to clear the cache in the background. I thought I did it while I was sending all those messages, but I never clicked the start button. So it started, and now because I got everything running, now it's kind of going slow. But we're here. We're here. All right. And shout out to the peeps on YouTube. Shout out to the peeps on Rumble. Shout out to the peeps. Let's see where else you're watching on Facebook. And looks like people are watching on both the YouTube channels. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Toker once said, put up or shut up. Let's go. And who's ready to smoke? Let's get it. All right.
All right. Fire them up.
Go. Woo. And don't forget, guys, if you're on YouTube and you do not see the little green cross next to your name, like Ghost Monkey, like Robert, like Phil, make sure you hit that join button. It should be somewhere on the screen. And actually, someone said that they couldn't join the other day. They didn't have the option. So actually, let me share the link of how you can pay, just in case you don't see it there. Where the hell is it? There it is. All right. So hit the join button, and you just want to join the highest tier possible. Whatever you feel, the highest tier. We need more and more peeps supporting. That's all this keeps going, is by your support. We are 100% fan funded. Took her once. I'm supposed to have the cross. So I don't know if you re-signed up ever since we got the option back, because if you remember, the option was gone for like 3 or 4 months, and then we got approved again, and now it's back. So, but you have to re-sign up. I know on Rumble you have it's not a cross, but you have whatever it has on Rumble, that you have the membership badge. All right. Hey, there goes Patrick Queen off the board.
She's a killer queen.
All right. Let's do it too. I did it about 3 weeks ago, and it was there. I wonder what happened. I'm not sure. Hey, there we go. Crispy. Making sure to get that green cross next to his name. You the man, Crispy. I know Crispy is pretty much everywhere, and it is much appreciated, my brother. And not pretty much everywhere. Crispy is everywhere. Yeah, and there we go. Phil gifting a membership. Let me pull up the YouTube chat real quick. And don't forget to hit that like button, everybody. And let's see who got it. It was our man Drew. Drew's in these best ball drafts. He said he's only doing the slow drafts now, though. He said he's not doing the fast drafts anymore until after the NFL draft. But dude, we are so close. We are so close. Hell yeah. And Robert said first draft, Crispy. Yeah, good question. Phil, help out. I know Robert is trying to figure out how to gift the membership. I don't know why. Oh, you know what? I know for a fact that Phil has an Android. I know that Phil has an Android. What the fuck is up with this iPhone bullshit? Let me see. I'm going to try to Google this shit. Let's see. Well, I see you got a lot of rooks. I mean, shit, it starts off good with Barkley, Bowers, Gianti, London. I'm not a fan of the QBs that you have as your number 1, 2, and 3. The later QBs like Dart, like you probably could have waited on Dart. I mean, he goes later. Yeah, I mean, I like what you're doing. The see, here's what I like. I like the top of your draft. I like the first 4 rounds. Not necessarily a fan of the QBs that you picked as like your number 1 and 2. You might have been able to get them a little later. And I mean, I like all your RBs. Maybe Judkins, maybe you could have waited a little bit longer on him. Not so much a fan of your wide receivers like J-Mo and Coleman, because those are technically starters, but that's just a personal preference. I know J-Mo, he did a lot better than I thought he was going to do last year, even though he barely hit 1,000. Coleman, I'm still nervous about him. I'm still nervous. Dude, I wish that like people like that were actually here, like in person, so I could like smack them around. Like, dude, fucking hate. I know that person is like, he's a troll that we probably know, and like that's not the real name. Like I have a feeling, because that person they've been around, and they love to come in and troll, and it's always about the weed, saying that I only smoke brickweed. That motherfucker. Jalen Carter is a good pick. See, roll. Like, see, man, if you would have picked Brooks over, I'm not saying Danielle Hunter's not good, but like Jordan Brooks, who went like literally the next pick after, he's just so much better of a fantasy IDP player. Real life, I'm sure there's a lot of people who say that they'd probably rather have Danielle Hunter because edge rushers are more of like, more of a really needed commodity in the NFL. But, Brooks is someone who the amount of tackles that he gets and just everything. So that's where you got to remember with the IDP, you want to get at least a couple interior linebackers, middle linebackers, those inside linebackers. Like, look at where Crispy went with Bernard, Brooks, and Wagner. And that's pretty good value on all of them. So just a little food for thought, Roll. And thanks for getting in these, bro. And do you still hang out with I said what I said? I don't know if anybody knows that, but the Roll and I said what I said, if you guys remember. They actually, I don't know how often, but I know last year they were doing shows together. And I was like, don't tell him that you know me. He's like, he's going to judge you. Okay. He said, no, never mind. He doesn't. So I talked to him a little. Okay. He's doing his thing. I'm glad when people don't quit. That's for sure. Because we need more competition. And he just got mad that I would like make fun of his takes, but really he got mad at my co-host more and the ex co-host. And really that's what happened. It's like they started beefing and then like I just got thrown into it. Woo. Yeah, the Carter pick's good. You probably could have waited a little bit longer. I mean, so just because I'm only going off of what's happening, and I don't want to just like name people who haven't been picked, but like K2 Pinson just picked Dayon Henley, who finished, I think he was a top 10 IDP player last year, and Carter wasn't. And I know that Dayon Henley has he has more of a shot than at getting back inside that top 10 than Jalen Carter has being in the top 10. Top 10 overall, like maybe Jalen Carter can crack the top 10 for D linemen, but he would have to go on some kind of insane tear to like crack the top 10 IDP players. But I like Carter though. I think he's going to have a big breakout year this year. We already saw little flashes of it last year. Thing is he's a defensive tackle, so you know, a lot of times, like especially a guy like him, like he might take on a double team or a triple team, and it's like other people who are getting the sacks because of him. All right, Rolls, I watch my next pick. It's gonna be good. Don't fucking pick Joey Bosa, bro. You better not. I'm just trying to help you, bro. Don't pick Joey Bosa right now. Wait until the 30s. Yvonne Pace. Let's see if he takes a step up this year. All right, good. You better not, motherfucker. And dang it, Newman picking Christian Watson a little too early. I wouldn't really want him until the end of the 20s, but he's probably going to go somewhere before there because people just, I don't know. I mean, even I forgot that he's going to be out for like a handful of weeks, and who knows actually how many weeks he's going to be out for. Dude, can the NFL draft just get here? Please, can the NFL draft just get here? Nice. Crispy got the Jack Herrera in the house. Let's go. Yeah, man. I want the draft to be here already. It's going to be very interesting because this year's draft class probably sucks, like compared to, I don't know, at least the last 5 or 6 draft classes that I could think of. I mean, I guess the running backs, you know, that's going to be the most interesting position. And it's funny, the position that the NFL like pretty much values the least, like the only position that gets devalued more than the RB position is the linebackers. That's it. And yeah, it's crazy. Someone took Christian Watson like the 8th round in the slow draft today. What? Oh man. Man, Roll, you pick all the guys who I don't like. Because I would have much rather had Frankie Louvu. He went the next pick. And Levante David went 3 picks later. I much would have rather had him. Trayvon Walker is doing better than like I predicted because he hit double-digit sacks. It's still not that many points. He has like a couple good games out of when it's all said and done. And Hollywood, what up? Sing about Hollywood. It's going down Hollywood. But yeah, I fucking hate Trayvon Walker. But see what you're doing? You're picking like all these linemen. And like, I'm not saying you shouldn't take linemen, but like, I would be waiting on the linemen and I would be trying to stack these interior linebackers right now because the interior linebackers are the ones who have the most shots at points, the most opportunities for points. The linemen, they have opportunities for points, but a lot of these guys make their money off of the sacks. And like, you know, there's some guys who, you know, they'll go on little streaks with like, you know, a sack here, you know, handful of sacks in however many games. If they're not getting any tackles and if they're not cracking like, you know, multiple sacks in a game, they might score like 10 points if they're probably scoring less than 10 points. Robert said, league winner Ray Davis, Cook's getting traded. Why do you think Cook's getting traded? What kind of insider info do you have, bro? Let's hear it. Don't be holding out on the info. Tell us about it. Tell us about it, dude. Dude, Jack Campbell, man. There's another guy. Crispy's cleaning up on the IDPs right now. He really is. You guys are letting them. And not everyone's letting them because I see other people like getting really good picks, you know, around the same time. But yeah, dude, Estime, man. I think I picked Estime somewhere in the 20s. I think he went around 34 yesterday. There's people who just don't want him and then people who forget about him. All right. Robert, I estimate won't do shit this year. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious. I mean, they got rid of Javonte, right? Or I mean, they let him walk. I mean, I think they were just over that experiment anyways. Yeah, I mean, is it not? I guess we don't know who they're going to draft, what they're going to draft. If they end up drafting a running back, you know, Estime is not going to be shit like at all. But like between him and McLaughlin, like, I don't know. I feel like Estime might be the guy who gets a little bit more, who might get a little bit more opportunities than McLaughlin. And they probably do go out and draft somebody. They probably do because Sean Payton's been kind of, you know, he's kind of been building and putting pieces at like each position that like he wants. And like, it was like last year, Bo Nix was the thing. And then Estime was like drafted all late this year, like Ingram's going to be a thing like this year. You know, is he going to be Jimmy Graham of 2010 or 11 or whatever fucking year, you know, that is. But I bet he gets fed a lot. Meatball baby, worth a gamble, but they're 100% drafting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't draft a running back. How about that? I mean, we don't know where they're going to draft a running back, but I don't know why they would not draft a running back when I think that everyone here would agree that the Denver Broncos have like a bottom 5 running back room, right? Like, if not one of the worst. Yeah, like let's try to think of teams that have worse running back rooms than them. Because really all they have right now is Estime and McLaughlin, right? Or I don't know if they got anybody I don't know. All right, roll. I'm watching. Because yeah, they didn't get anybody, right? Johnny, what up? He said, dang, I should have did this one instead of the all-star draft yesterday. Look at all those DLs off the board early. We were just talking about that. I was just talking about that. All right, let's see it roll. Oh, dang it. So it was a great pick last year at this spot, but dude, he's going to miss like a big portion of the season. So I'm not saying don't draft him. You got to draft him in like the 30s because that's where he'll go now. Like, I mean, couple days ago, I think he went 33rd round, something Something like that. I said Trey Hendrickson would absolutely smash in Denver. Crispy's high ass is probably fucking on the ground laughing right now. Crispy, don't hurt yourself. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And yeah, and then Crispy just swoops Josie Jewell right there. Man. And Roll said, damn, y'all are haters. No, man. Did I not say? I wouldn't say don't draft him. I would say just draft him later because of he's going to miss a shitload of games like that. Dude, if we don't tell you, how are you going to learn? How are you going to learn? Trust me, a 20th round pick is not going to ruin your draft no matter what. Never has, never will in this tournament. If they do bad, it doesn't matter. If they do good, you know, then it fucking helps your squad. But Nakobe Dean could not play the entire year, and that wouldn't hurt your team. So either way. Hollywood said people still don't know about Nakobe Dean. Wolf, I don't know how much IDP Roll does. I know, I don't know how much he does. But we got to let him know. He likes the Phillies, though. Like, I mean, man, he's with you, Hollywood. He's liking them Philly guys. Yeah, okay, so he says he does a little. And shit, I mean, it was only 2 weeks ago that I drafted Nakobe Dean in the 20th round or something like that. And was all stoked, and someone's like, oh, he's gonna fucking miss. Like these, and we went and looked up his injury, and his injury like could keep him out for like a full year. What's his injury? Johnny, I know that you know. My hands are full. So someone help me. What's Nakobe Dean's injury? It's worse than an ACL. Worse than an ACL. Yeah, that's who it was. It was Hollywood who told me. And see, players fuck up. I fuck up too. It happens, but only once. Only took me drafting him one time. And just the same thing for everybody else. Because if you guys are going to keep coming in these drafts, I don't want to like not tell you. We want everybody at their best. Broken pussy.
Oh, wow. You got to be shitting me.
Patellar tendon. There we go. Thank you, Johnny. Yeah, that is, torn patellar tendon in his left knee. Yeah, and that's even worse than an ACL, right? Like the timeline for the ACL, I think, was less, than the patellar tendon. Roll said he'll be back for the fantasy playoffs. Don't worry. He said he'll help me win 20th round pick. Hey, he could. He will be back sometime next year. We know that. We just don't know when. And you're right. If he comes back for the fantasy playoffs and you're there, yeah. Dallas Turner is better. Yeah. But you still haven't drafted any inside linebackers. All these inside linebackers are going around you. EJ Speed, Alex Singleton, Josie Jewell, Blake Cashman. That's what I'm saying, Roll. Interior linebackers. Inside. Dallas Turner's good. He's an outside linebacker. He's pretty much a lineman. Well, I guess you did draft Nakobe Dean, but you should have got him later. The patellar is such a beefy tendon. They use it to fix ACLs. Damn it. Julian Love. That's a solid pick. That is a solid pick right there. Julian Love's good for like 255 points a year. 55! I think he put up within the last 3 years, it was like all within a couple points of 255 or 255. He's been super consistent. Azeez Al-Shaair and Dobbins off the board. Braylon Allen off the board. There we go. They used to take a chunk of your patellar tendon from your knee on your first ACL injury. Damn. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. So big and beefy, man. Quay Walker. That's a very good pick. I didn't want to mention any names, but he's someone who could have gone a lot earlier in this draft for sure. Quay Walker, he's the man. Quay Walker is one of those guys. If you've been rocking with me since he was a rookie, you knew about him when he was coming out his rookie year. He was like the top guy to get that year for IDP for me. He's been killing it ever since. Not anymore, because it's like robbing Peter to pay Paul, speaking from experience. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I could imagine, because if the patellar tendon is like worse of an injury than the ACL, that would fucking suck. If like you take from the patellar tendon, you put in the ACL, and then you tear the fucking patellar tendon, like it's not like you're going to take from the ACL and take that shit back, right? It's very fucking interesting. Very, very interesting. My patella healed up good after the ACL surgery. Okay. Luckily, knock on wood, never. I the only surgery I had was when I was a baby. I've never broken a bone or torn, any tendons or any muscles or anything. Yeah, the one time, like the one injury that kind of like fucked me up for a while. I don't know what happened. It was like some muscle in like my back, like whatever muscle is like right above your ass cheek. Like I strained the shit out of that muscle playing baseball, and that shit hurt forever. Like, man, that shit, like sometimes if it's cold and I'm not high, like sometimes that shit will hurt like now. And that was like more than 20 years ago. But there was nothing that I could do for it. They just said, just ice it good. It's like, what the nothing. I was like, this shit hurts. And but no, it was really just stretching it more. I think that was like the big thing. Like, that's why yoga is so good, right? Like, fuck, stretch your whole body out. Yeah. So like, that's even a thing now where I'll feel my back just like stiffen up, and then literally just have to. Drew, what up? It was our man Phil who gifted the membership that you got. Yeah, what up? Now check out all the different emojis that you have access to. Dopest emojis on YouTube. That is for sure. I'm going to throw them all in here right now. And the more members that we get, it'll open up more slots to add more emojis. So that's why we need more and more members. TJ Miner can still feel the spot where they took the piece. Damn it. Yeah, that lower back muscle before had to wipe left for a month. It was a disaster. Yeah, that, and luckily for me, when this happened, I was like 16. So, it was one of those things that like it hurt, but it wasn't, like it hurts more now as a fucking 39-year-old if it ever just like creeps up because it's cold or something like that. Like, then it really did like back then. That's for sure. DJ, everyone seems like a pussy after you blow with Michael Irvin. For sure. And fucking Crispy's a savage. He's huge. How tall are you, Crispy? Like 6'12" or something like that. We have these Mike Tyson bucket hats that we got. Like, if I put it on, I'm like swimming in it. Crispy's head's so big, he puts it on. It's like a yarmulke on his head. Oh man. Junior Colson with the pick. Man. It sucks that you're drafting next to Crispy, because you draft Junior Colson and then Crispy drafts Joker from the Browns. And like Joker from the Browns last year, points per game for IDP, he had the highest. He didn't have that many games though, because he got hurt early in the season, but on a points per game basis, he had the highest last year out of everybody. But Junior Colson, he should be taking a step up this year. I hope so. I have him in some dynasty leagues. He's definitely promising. But yeah, you gotta do something, man. I want to see it this year. And I know it's only his second year, but it's like the it's not even a resurgence, it's like the surgence of Henley. It kind of hurt. That kind of hurt Colson, you know. Really did. What up, Rob? What's going down, bro? Cheers. You got perfect timing.
You got perfect timing. About to start a little puff give in this motherfucker.
Who the fuck says 6'12"? It was actually Cat Williams. I stole it from him. He was like, I don't know why I thought DMX was like 6'12". And this motherfucker is smaller than me. No, but I swear, Crispy's like 6'5" or 6'6" or something like that. Crispy should have been a wrestler, man. He did the exact same thing that all the wrestlers do. Spread your seed all over the place and then just skip town. You know, Crispy has like 300 kids. Maybe more. Maybe more. I like Colson this year. I think he'll outplay Perriman for that other LB spot. Dude, I hope so, because I know I have more Colson than Henry in my dynasty leagues. There's something about Perriman, like he's fucking smart and like he does a good job at what he's supposed to do. And like, you know, for those linebacker spots, like those like inside linebackers, like, man, if you got the smarts, like, man, that is like, I don't know. Like, remember on Little Giants, football is 80% mental and 40% physical. Because I'm sure Colson has Perriman beat in every single physical category. But, like, you know, between the ears, man, like, dude, Perriman's been in the league like 10 plus years, right? And if you're still, like, you know, good enough to keep up physically, like, fuck. Demario Douglas. Jaquan Brisker. There was someone that I reminded everybody about when he was a rookie. That was my number one IDP guy that year. Especially for the DB spot. And really it was because he was going to be a starter. Like, there's so many guys who are like not starters right away. And that kind of like shifts everything for the way that I value them, because you never really know what's going to happen. Like, even a guy like Logan Wilson, you know, he didn't start his rookie year like at all. And he was someone that I was kind of high on, but we knew that he might sit for a full year, but it was like an older guy who was like in front of him. So we knew that it was only a matter of time. Shit, Jordan Brooks, he was sitting behind fuck, I can't even think of his name right now to save my life, but he was sitting behind someone for a year last year on his contract, and he just comes in and starts killing it. He was the odd man out in Houston. They got Aziz H2O Harris, and they just added speed. I don't think they added speed for him to be the odd man out. You know, like I really think that it's going to be Harris. A lot of it is probably going to depend on preseason for those guys. But yeah, I mean, he just, availability is the best ability, right? And like, you know, he was only available kind of at the end of the season last year. And yeah, I think he's the odd man out. Christian Harris. Woo. Xavier McKinney, that's a good pick.
X gon' give it to you.
Matt gets to be a homer, and he gets to get a good pick right there. Oh no, Moni fell for the bait, man. Cooks and then Grenard. I bet Cooks is going to surprise some people. Because he just seems to keep on going. Like, he really does. And how long is that going to last? I have no fucking idea. But he's fast enough. He just can't take a lot of hits. That's really what it is. Cannot take a lot of hits. Roman Wilson. Yeah, that whole situation in Pittsburgh's going to be tough because, like, yeah, why would it even be anybody other than DK or Pickens? There's no reason. Carr already said good things about him in the press. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Brandon Cooks is like the only person that I can think of who got traded, who was on 3 teams in 3 years and got traded for a first rounder each time. Remember, Patriots paid a first rounder for him, and then the Rams paid a first rounder from them. Yep. Toker 1, get the grades after, and you'll be first. You'll be first when we get to that. All right, let's see what Roll's going to do. I'm watching. He had 1K with so many teams. Yeah. Byron Young's all right. He's not too shabby. Panic pick. Was the clock even all the way down? Don't lose your handful of places too. Let's get another song going. We'll also have to prove it in 3-4 weeks. Yeah, Jewel misses. Yeah. He's old. We know he's old.
Simmons is old.
Right now, this is Mac Miller with my homie Tree J. You know what I'm saying? It's 420.
R.I.P. Mac Miller.
Up, high as hell. Right now, so much weed in my lungs. I'm really high. It's like a fucking movie, except I can't see because I'm so high. Thank you, Tree J, for this bomb ass weed you hooked me up with. Hook the people up with more weed. Blah, 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 blah.
Man, you kids got some other stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Sound like a weed anthem right here. And if you say I make too many weed songs, I say you don't smoke enough
Smoke enough weed, bitch. Let's get high. What up, Debo? And I'm reminding everyone, Devo, got to get that green cross next to your name. There you go. There's the link to get the green cross next to your name. Dylan Sampson was a good pick in the 26, overshadowed by the top guys in this class. Says everything Billy did NFL running back. Yeah. Yeah, and he's always going late like that. Yeah, see, that's what's going to be crazy is like once these guys actually have their team, you know, we'll go back and we'll look at a couple of these drafts prior to the NFL draft. I mean, shit, we could do the one that's like literally the day before the NFL draft and then compare it to the one that's going to be like, I don't know, that Saturday.
You're rocking with my nigga 3J.
Yeah, because you probably won't do any drafts that Friday or Saturday. I mean, that Thursday or Friday. Oh, shit. So that's what it is. You're on the Vegas living. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah. Draft's creeping. Hell yeah, it's so fucking close, dude. So close. I just wish it was here already. We got what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks and 2 days? No. 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
Just trying to get jet skied. I'm born with ice, but no Gretzky. You trying to get high with me? Travel 30,000 feet into the sky with me. Smoke, do you feel like you're gonna die with me?
Yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks and 2 days.
I can sing, I just find a key. And he know where all the vinyls be. So he be making all kinds of beats. And when I find my tree, I'ma roll it up. Never ever gonna sober up. If you wanna come show some love, just smoke my drugs. Hey.
Yeah. Ready for the NFL schedule to come out. Maybe going to Vegas my 40th of November. Nice. When's your birthday? November what? If you do, let me know, bro. Yeah, we'll definitely link up if you come out to Vegas. And then, yeah, I turned 40 in January, and I'm gonna telling everybody to come out for my 40th. We're gonna do something. I'm not sure what, but well, actually, no, I do know what. Johnny was the one who had the idea of doing mushrooms and going to Meow Wolf. At least that being one of the activities going down. Yes. And that's January 12th. November 1st. Nice. I think Hess's birthday is November 2nd. November 2nd or November 3rd. Nice. Yeah, definitely let me know, bro. All right. The Jones brothers, and they're not really brothers, but Chris Jones and then Brandon Jones. Zach Allen, that's a good pick. I just feel like he's gonna. Last year he was so close. He had like 40 QB hits. Like even if he turned a small percentage of those like into sacks, it would have made his season so much better. Let's see. Oh. Woo. Woo.
Some good shit.
Whoo. Oh, Roll, you didn't get to get your boy Joey Bosa. Hollywood swooped him from you. I still wouldn't even want that pick in the 31st round. He's that much of a bum. Said it before, and I'll say it again.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
Oh, what happened? Oh, shit, because of me dying. Roll's going to take Purdy instead of Penix. We got sniped like both, though. I don't even know what other QBs were like around. I don't but yeah, I don't want Penix as my number 2. If someone has him as a number 3, whatever. Yeah, I think I would have rather I would have rather had Sam Darnold, Trevor Lawrence. I mean, redraft. Like, this isn't Dynasty. Like, I mean, I understand, like, for Dynasty why someone, might want him, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't really like him for redraft. And he's probably perfect for best ball. I just don't want him as my number 2. Like, I don't want him as a starter. I just want him as a bench guy. Just want him as a bench guy. Roll's probably going to think you're fucking with him, Crispy. But that'd be a good pick. I mean, shit, as good as he did last year. Getting him this late. I won't say it out loud. If people saw it, they saw it. Here goes Will Shipley. Dude, that one got me. We only got a hand. Okay, so who was first? It is the Bayou first. Tucker 1, Jay. K2, what up, what up? All right, you're after Rob, a.k.a. Brown 11B. All right, hold on. Let me zoom in. There we go. Okay. QBs. And where you at, Bayou? Throw in the comments. So now you're in here. Tua, Ward, Sanders. Oh, Ewers. Man, that makes me nervous. I'm gonna say a C plus. I'm gonna say a C plus for the QBs. A little bit nervous because I guess you only need one, like, technically, but all right, let's see. RBs, CMC, Derrick Henry in the 3rd, Swift, and that's it in the starters. I'm gonna say a B plus. I mean, I'm still gonna be. We already know what Henry was last year. I'm just going to be predicting health for everybody as of now. So CMC is like a B plus to me, and Swift's not really going to lower the average. Wide receivers, AJ Brown, Devonta Smith. Number 24. Okay, hold on. He auto draft. All right, thanks, Crispy. At least I responded. All right. So AJ Brown and Devonta Smith going all Eagles there. Diggs, Travis Hunter, and Shakir in there as well. I'm gonna say a B. for the wide receivers. IDP. Oh, the Bayou got in the zone.
Get in the zone.
Ain't no zone. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Josh Sweat, Winfield, Karlaftis, Khalil return to the MAC, medalist, Granderson, Warner, Jermaine Pratt, Cam Bynum, Cam Curl, Blankenship, Kool-Aid. Let's see. I feel like that's a B. And then the bench, Eckler, Mostert, Sanders, Dortch, Robinson, Madison. I'm gonna give that a C plus. So let's see. All in all, it was a C plus, a B plus, a B, a B, and a C plus. I think this is kind of like, I feel like in the B minus B like territory. I'm gonna say this is an 83 overall. All right, roll was second. Roll out. All right, I already talked about how I'm nervous about these QVs. So you got JJ, Penix, Rogers, Dart, Milrow. I'm gonna give it a C plus for the QBs as well. I mean, that's kind of how I think of like all these guys. They're like C caliber, C plus caliber. RBs, I mean, starting it off with Barkley. That's nice. Noble in the house. So we got Barkley, Gianti, Najee, Judkins.
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. Even Noble knows who Saquon is.
Do we got Mahomes?
Nope.
Dang.
We got should have got Mahomes, Noble said. I mean, it's tough. When you got Barkley, it's like it can only go down so far. And I feel like it might not be an A for all this, but it's definitely a B plus.
I agree with that.
Noble agrees. And then pass catchers, Bowers, London, Jameson, and Coleman are the starters. I'm going to say a B for the wide receivers.
I agree with B plus.
Oh, Noble says B plus. IDP, Danielle Hunter, Jalen Carter, Trayvon Walker, Nakobe Dean, Dallas Turner. So that's the top 5. Okay. And Coulson, Byron Young, Minka Fitzpatrick, Chris Jones, Christian Harris, Perryman, Wilson, Forbes. I'm gonna say a B minus for the IDP.
At least B.
Noble says B. And bench, Hawkinson, Caleb Johnson, Egbuka, Gordon, Mitchell, Cooks, Sampson, Williams, Fant, and that's it.
C minus.
Noble says C minus for the bench. I'm going to give it a B minus for the bench. And Crispy said, "What up, little man?" He said, "Derrick Henry over Barkley."
Yeah.
Noble says, "Yeah." All right, so let's see. It was a C plus.
Wait, turn that C plus into a B plus.
No. I'm saying all the ones that I had. It was a C plus, a B plus, a B, B minus, and B minus. So all in all, yeah, I feel like this is like the B range, and I feel like this is like an 85 overall. There we go. And Roll says C plus at QB is wild. These guys are going to break out. Hey, when they do, they'll get a higher grade next year. But until then, C plus has potential. Like that's what a C plus is. And these, for me, it's like they haven't proven it, but they have potential. They're not C's or C minuses like some of these rookies are that I would say. But yeah, we can't grade guys up based on what they haven't done yet, you know. And right, see, the first two teams both had C plus QBs. Not that they were bad. Like a C plus isn't bad. If it was a C minus or a D, then it's bad. C plus isn't bad. It's just not a B. That's it. It's just not a B. And Ross, I respect your opinion, but we're coming back to this next season. Yeah, definitely. I'm not saying they don't have potential. Not saying they don't have potential. They just haven't hit their potential yet. All right, let's see. It was Toker 1 rolled, then Toyota 1 is going to be up now, and then Rob and K2 are next. Where's Toyota 1? Second pick. Okay. Now see, guys won. Gonna flip that to an A plus quickly. There we go. See, now you want a higher grade on QB? Draft Josh Allen. Just kidding. I know everybody can't, but Josh Allen, Bo Nix in the 5th. Dang, Crispy, you were slacking. Kirk Cousins in the 11th. Milton and Dobbs. Yeah, I mean, Kirk Cousins will be bringing this average down a little bit, but it's tough to bring down Josh Allen that far. And like Bo Nix is still like a B to me based on what he did like last year. So yeah, we're gonna bring it down a little bit because of Cousins. So this is gonna be a B plus for the QBs here instead of an A, like normally Josh Allen would be on with a lot of tandems. RBs, A-Chain, Irving, Mixon. That's a solid B plus. But here's the position that was pushed off. Wide receivers, Metcalf, Adams, Worthy, Sutton, Jonnu. That's not too bad for waiting. I feel like I'm going to give that a B. It's not too shabby. And IDP, Quincy Williams, Van Ginkel, Nick Cross, Brian Branch, Blake Cashman, solid top 5. Morig, Benito, Dodson, Poyer, Demario Davis, damn, in the 30th. That's really solid. I mean, the only one, I mean, Poyer, we don't know. Like, I don't even know if he's gonna play this year. Who the fuck knows? But I mean, solid, even all the way down to Demario Davis, though. So let's see. How many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got 10. I mean, the only pieces that I'm not in love with are Dotson and Poyer. Outside of that, I feel like these are all like A and B plus players. So maybe because of those two guys and not being super, super top heavy, I'm going to call this a B plus. Good amount of quantity and quality. All right. Bench. Kicks in at Guanendo, Bigsby, Benson. Solid start. Hollywood in the 15th. Jalen Wright in the 24th. Roman Wilson. Gesicki, Gibson, Lockett, Polk, Horton, here's a who, and Justice Hill. That's pretty solid. I'm going to say a B for the bench. Tucker Wood said, damn, I drafted 16 IDP players. Yeah, I said between 9. I mean, at least this is my thoughts. If you draft like 10 guys who get injured, you know, it's bad luck. But I think between 9 and 12 is like a sweet spot for the IDP. And then the rest should be offense. And, you know, like I said, if you draft a shitload of guys who get injured, you can't, you know, can't help it. But you only need to start 5. So if you get at least double, I feel like most of the time we'll be good with that. Because even if you catch a couple injuries, you should still have an array of players. And Johnny said, don't worry, the champ took 15 last night. See, like you never know. You never know. There's a lot. That's what's so cool about this. There's like so many different variables that like so many different styles of drafts like even have a shot to make it. And because everyone's got a shot. And so what did I say? I said a B for the bench. So we got B plus, B plus, B, B plus, and then a B. Man. Yeah, Toyota one killed this draft. Did really good drafting out of the number 2 spot. So all in all, what's that kind of shape out to? Yeah, this one might be the DeLorean special, the 88 miles per hour right here, the 88 overall.
I will start to sell these for free.
You should hang on to those for now. No, we got the Minecraft movie meals from what's it called? From okay, not right now, bud. Go ahead. We got the Minecraft movie meal from McDonald's, so you could get the like the toys, and it came with like these specialty cards and stuff. And
I didn't get the Ender.
he didn't get all of them. Didn't get all of them. And Toyota one said salute Noble. He saluted on the way out. All right, who was after Toyota one? It was Rob, right? Rob Brown 11. Where is right after, out of the number 3 spot. Okay, starts off with Lamar Jackson, and then also has Fields. Only Kenny Pickett and McKee way down there. So those guys aren't even really going to come into play. Really going to be basing it off of those 2. And usually when it's only 2, usually gets graded down a little bit. To me, Fields is like a C plus or a B. Lamar Jackson's an A. So I think this is going to kind of average out to like a B plus for the QBs. And just see, I was grading tough last night. We're going to grade tough tonight too. So we'll grade that down to a B. And then running backs. Weighted on the running backs. Kamara, Hubbard, and Henderson. I'm going to say a B minus for the running backs. Wide receivers, pass catchers, Neighbors, Trey McBride, Olave, Adunze, and Myers would be in that mix as well. That's pretty solid. I'm gonna give it a B plus for that. And IDP, Zaire Franklin, Sherwood, nice start. Bates, Lavonte David, solid. Devin Lloyd, there's the top 5. That's solid top 5. And then Byard, Highsmith, Zach Allen, Matt Buki, Eric Kendricks. I forget San Still, however the fuck you say his name. Like every time I see him draft, I still don't know how to say his name. Let me see. Let's see this. Sane Restil. There we go. We'll just call him Mike Sane. How about that? Mike Sane. And Dexter Lawrence. I mean, who? DeMarcus Lawrence. Okay. He's on fucking Seattle now, huh? And then Kobe Turner. Okay. I mean, feel like I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give it a B. It's fringing on a B plus, but I'm gonna give it a B. It's very close though. And where's the bench kick in at? Jordan Mason, Adam Thielen, Ray Davis, Michael Lloyd, Likely, Okonkwo. Is that Damian Martinez from the U? Nice. Crispy said packing some La Bamba for his daily ass. Let's go. You're after K2. All right. So the bench, it's pretty solid. Did I say Tucker Kraft? I might have even skipped over Tucker Kraft. I'm going to say a B minus for the bench. I guess I skipped over Njoku too. Yeah. Yeah, still going to give that a B minus. Njoku's like a B minus player to me. All right. So all in all, what's this end up being? So it's a B for the QBs. B minus for the RBs. B plus for the wide receivers. And then a B for the IDP, and then a B minus for the bench. Okay, so what's that shape out to? Yeah, I think this one's like, this is a B. This is like an 85, 80. It's like an 86. It's like an 86. Yeah. Very solid. Very solid. Wide receivers. A lot of good things could happen there. All right. K2 next. Yep. K2 and then Crispy. And if anybody else is here who wants a grade, speak now. Okay. K2. Daniels, Mayfield, Dak. Who was 3 on your bench that I skipped? Oh, Warren. That was 1. I wouldn't even grade Warren a B minus, not yet. And who did I skip? I said Thielen, I said Davis, I said Kraft and Lloyd and Likely. Okonkwo said him. Said Damian Martinez. Because I don't count the QBs if you're talking about them. I count the QBs just by themselves, and then I grade the bench as like the skill positions. But yeah, I totally missed Warren, though. I hate, like, those are ones that, like, it's because of the color, man. Like, sometimes I'll skip the fucking D linemen because I'll think they're tight ends, and then sometimes I'll skip the tight ends because I think they're D line. And Robert said that sucked last night. He said the weed sucked. All right, Hollywood. Well, you'll be after Crispy. Yeah, great value on Daniels. Yeah, I mean, he goes, I've seen him go in the first a lot. Took IDP a bit earlier. Always feels bad waiting on the RBs, though. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Getting those RBs super late and feeling like you really, really need them isn't a good feeling. I talked about that in one of the drafts that I was doing where I just prioritized running backs like crazy in that one particularly. Okay. Pretty sure that dude is an alt for someone in the crew who likes to troll Huss. I feel it, dude. I really feel like that is someone like that. It's probably Tino. Like it's like Tino or Dennis. Like that's who I feel it is. Okay, he was delayed. That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah. And I did miss Njoku until I went back up. And then I said I put him in there and I said Njoku's like a B- player. So just be on par with how I was grading it as a whole. All right. Back to K2. Did you have anybody past those three at QB? Nope. So Jaden Daniels, Baker Mayfield, and Dak. Feel like this is like a B+. It's real solid, man. Just that's the only way to say it. Running backs: Gibbs, Tracy, Stevenson. Ooh. I mean, Gibbs is nice, obviously, but for me, I mean, Tracy and Stevenson are like B- C+ players, like right now. Yeah, I feel like this is gonna bring it down to a B, but I mean, Gibbs is like he's all of that B by himself, pretty much. And then wide receivers: Nico in the late third, Evans, Kittle, Judy, Jennings. I mean, it's really, I mean, it's awesome having Nico as the number one. Kind of feel like this is a overall B here. Just really solid. I really hope Warden Sanders does great because I know whoever drafts them, they'll be starters. I mean, Sanders set college football completion record with a trashy O-line. I mean, that's kind of why they did set it, though. They really didn't have a run game at all, right? Like, he was throwing it like crazy. Yeah, whoever drafts them, they probably will be starters. IDP, Okereke, Henley, Yvonne Pace, Greenlaw, EJ Speed's a nice top 5. Julian Love, Edmonds, Rosenboom, Dorian Williams, McFadden. I mean, that's nice right there, too. Newbin, Diablo, LaFau, Nolan Smith. I mean, it's kind of icing on the cake. I'm going to say B+ for the IDP. Really, really solid. And the bench. Where's the bench kicking at here? After Jennings. So Downs, Ferguson, Ford, Shaheed, Roshan, Scatterbo, McMillan, Pierce, Theo Huxtable, Johnson, Troy Franklin. I'm gonna say it's like a C+ or a B-, and if I'm like on the fence between it, I'm just gonna grade it down. So we'll say C+ for the bench. So that is B+, B, B, B+, and C+. Yeah, and the bench, I mean, it only brings it down so much. Yeah, I really feel like this is like fringing between like the B and the B+ right here. And like, yeah, I feel like this is like, it's like an 87. It's like an 87. All right. Crispy. Where the hell is Crispy? Dude, Crispy was the one playing QB chicken in this draft. Look at that. He didn't draft a QB until the 7th round. Cracked 3 off in a row. T-Law, Russ Wilson.
It's too much of us, it's dangerous. So dangerous, we so dangerous. My flip mode squad is dangerous.
Derek Carr, Jameis Winston. Yes, sir. Thank you, K2. And Rattler, Mullins. So you got all three guys. Man, like every time you do that, like, I mean, that's like like that's just like style points, man. And like the style points count for something. And like, so I'll give it a B because it'd be a B minus for me without the it'd be a B minus for me without the style points. But because you got every single backup for these guys, like as of right now, like if one of those, like, I mean, T-Law's a starter, Wilson's a starter, Derek Carr's a starter, but if like any of those three draft a QB, like if like the Giants draft fucking, I don't know, Shadur or yeah, like they draft him, like, you know, then you don't have the top, you know, the top two, because Jameis Winston might be the number 3 at that point. And who knows? Then Wilson could only be the starter for however long. Running backs, Bijan. Ken Walker at the 4-8. Fuck, I'm gonna stop drafting him in the 3rd round. Pacheco, Brian Robinson.
Caught a bullet in his rubber goose. He caught a bullet in his rubber goose. You can be at the party getting loose, but you can catch a bullet in your goose.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna give it a B plus. It's a B or a B plus, and you know what? I'm gonna grade it down to a B because we're gonna be grading tough. And then Brian Thomas, Ladd McConkey, Higgins, and Ingram. It's really solid. I'm gonna give that a B plus. And then IDP, Bernard, Brooks, Wagner, Luvu, Campbell. It's awesome. Jewel, Joker from the Browns, Grenard, Jalen Thompson, Brandon Jones, and Kyle Van Noy. He told Roll to get him, and he didn't get him. Fuck, man. See, I detect 0 weaknesses in Crispy's IDP. I'm gonna give it a name. The bench might not be as nice. We'll see though. Damn, why'd you take Kareem Hunt in the 12th? Kareem Hunt, Ben Strange, Tajee Spears. I mean, that's a really good start. Freiermuth, Hunter Henry, Wan'Dale Robinson, Zach Ertz, Noah Gray, Will Shipley, Turpin. I'm gonna give that a B for the bench. So let's see. So it's a B for the QBs, B for the RBs, B plus for the wide receivers, A for the IDP, and then a B for the bench. Let me see. It's an F, Crispy. It's a big, fat F. If I had like a spray can, I would just spray it right over there. Big, fat F for Crispy. Do you have the rookie that's taking Pacheco's job? Yeah, we don't know that yet, right? But KC is just not good at drafting running backs. Not good at drafting running backs. They're really not. All right, Hollywood. And don't forget, guys, stick around all the way till the end of the show so you can see the credits. Just like on the movie, you got to wait till the end. Okay. Caleb, Goff, Gino, Gardner Minshew. I'm going to say a B for that QB room. Running backs, Jacobs, Hampton, Warren, and Javonte. Right? Yeah, Javonte would be included. Jacobs is like a B or a B plus for me, but like everybody else is either a C or a C plus here. So I think I'm going to call this a B minus for the running backs. Wide receivers, Amon Ra, Debo, Ricky Pearsall. Probably picked Ricky Pearsall too early. And then you got McMillan in the 10th. Right. See, just don't take the value out of him. I gotta tell a guy like Crispy that, because he'll know. Like, you could draft him a couple rounds later and you'll still beat people to the punch, but don't take the value out of him. I'm gonna say, just Amon Ra by himself. I can't get him. I can't get his tandem below a B, so I'm just gonna say a B for this. I want to say a B minus, but out of respect to him on Raw. And IDP, Warner, Ernest Jones, Nick Bolton, solid start. Derwin James, solid. Aziz Al-Shaair, Quay Walker, Jaquan Brisker, Cooper. It's cool to see how players move so fast after some podcasts and news. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. We get instant jumps in and seeing like no one is gonna have their pulse on like the way that people are drafting like we are, because we're literally doing a draft like every single day since fucking the day that free agency started. Like no crew is gonna be like this tapped in with drafts. And where did I stop at? DeJean, and then Kirby Joseph, Hassan Reddick, Jeremiah Trotter, Joey Bosa, Justin Simmons, and Chase Young. Oh, man. What up, PJ? Say your team sucks. What up? What up? You fucking high-ass Crispy said I got him in the 27th a couple days ago. And then I see him go in the 10th the next week. But it was you that did that, right? No, he did. He went early in like one of these drafts recently. He did. Because it was someone who hadn't been drafting with us. And it was like their first or second draft. That's what it was. Your IDP is pretty solid. It's either a B or a B plus, and kind of I'm just gonna stick with my grading tough, and we'll grade it a B. And then the bench. What do we got for the bench? Starts with Mooney, Goddard, Algier, Palmer, Loveland. We got Dotson.
Well, obviously.
AJ Dillon, Elijah Mitchell, and Rondell Moore. To be fair, I take notes from crispy IDP picks. I mean, that's a good one, because I know Crispy. He's learned from the best, that's for sure, and he knows what it takes to win at the IDP position. So, I mean, your bench is kind of whack. It really is. I mean, there's a couple nice pieces on there, but I feel like it's either a B minus or a C plus. And I'm just gonna give it a C plus. We're just gonna stick with grade and tough. And okay, so what was it? It was a B for the QBs, B minus for the running backs. It was a B for the wide receivers. It was a B for the IDP, and C plus for the bench. So let's see, how did that shape out here? Yeah, I feel like this is in the B range. It's like an 86. It's like an 86 overall for me. All right. And Crispy said IDP wins championships. Fuck team defense. And yeah, Phil said we need a few more for the slow draft. Let me throw that in. Yeah, I think we only need 3 more to fill the slow draft. And it is the Sopranos division. So yeah, jump into the slow draft, help this fill, and then I got 2 more ready to go right after that. It's going to be the Major League and the Happy Gilmore. Those are going to be the 2 next slow drafts. All right. Hell yeah. All right, guys, check out the credits. I made sure to do this for the crew, everyone who's supporting. If you are a member on Patreon, if you are a member on YouTube, if you are a member on Rumble, if you're a member on Twitch, anywhere like that, your name is about to pop up here. Here we go. All right. Appreciate you guys. I like the division where I can work my real name into the team name, Johnny Boy Soprano, for the win. There we go. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow because we're going to have another draft tomorrow. Let's go. We'll see you guys there. Peace out, everybody.
Defense on me. I don't want them to gain another yard. You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played